Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast with the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do yes and no tarot, I do astrology reading tarot, I do active magic, candle magic tarot, I do predictive tarot, I do the spirit guide weekly, divine guidance. What do your spirit guides need you to know this week? And that's what I have for you today. Our date range is August 31st through September 6th. Oh my gosh, 2020. Things are flying by. By the way, the timestamps will be in the description box down below for the 4 piles and a pick a card presentation. Each candle is anointed with a specific conjure oil that focuses on different areas of life. I switched it up a little bit so they're a little bit funky this week. Concentrate, see which one calls out to you. That is the message you're meant to receive this week. There's going to be an insert in a moment to allow you to pick your pile, and I will see you at the time of your reading. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, candle number 1, then this is your candle and this is your reading. And your candle was anointed with Lakshmi oil. This is about bringing in abundance, wishes being granted. This is by Conjured Cardia. I am in no way affiliated. I just like the products. In fact, I think all of today's, no, I have one from, I do have one that's also from Inexplicable Things. But this is, it's very lovely. I do think it's a limited edition one, so I don't think she has it right now. But it is very good for prosperity magic. Let's put that over there. Start bringing in some blessings, please. Let's see what our oracle cards have to say this week. Possess self-confidence. Well, yay. Very good idea. We have foundation. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. That's why it's important to have self-confidence. We have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Doing what you love. All right, so I do have the Dark Mirror cards involved this week as well. It's to help us to identify what things we're trying to heal and our shadow influences. I have atonement. Now, sometimes this can be about guilt. Sometimes this can be about the things that you've done in the past, and sometimes it's about forgiving yourself. I have happy from the Wisdom Oracle with come to the edge. Oh, things are changing. I have refine your attention. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And then I have from the Quantum Oracle, decrease a consciousness of lack. So that's an improving mentality, and that fits perfectly with abundance. So what do we have going here? Come to the edge is, of course, taking risks. It's about trusting yourself, having the self-confidence, apparently, to do things in a new and exciting manner. It can also be simply about kind of following through on things as well. Happy is exactly what it sounds like. I do love these cards. All right, we have the pre-Raphaelite deck bringing us our predictive spread. Decrease a consciousness of lack. We would love it. Hopefully that means increase. A consciousness of lack is that kind of 5 of Pentacles victim mentality where you're focusing on the wrong things. And the reason that that's important is that our thoughts basically reflect our reality. If you're living in the energy of, lack, of feeling like nothing good will ever happen to you, if that's your mindset, it makes it a lot more difficult for good things to come to you. Try and believe in yourself. Try and have hope. Try and focus your attentions, that's refining your attention, on the things that will work. Don't dwell on the sins of the past or the slights of the past. Just keep trying to move forward. It's the easiest way to make things change. Here we go. Let's get going here. All right. I have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I have the Hierophant in the upright. That's a card for Taurans. It's also the card for things like teachers, mentors. Sometimes it's about therapy. It can also be about marriage. It can be about universities. Let's see what it has to do with this week. Can I get the rest of this read, please? Can I get the rest of the read, please? I enjoyed doing the Spirit Guide Weekly live last week. I may do that again someday, but I wanted to get back to the candles. Here we go. I have the Knight of Cups in the upright in the recent past. That can be that kind of romantic dreaming energy. I have the Hierophant, I have the Emperor in the upright. That's a good feeling of power. I have the 8 of Swords in reverse. That's also a good feeling of power. That's releasing any that's self-confidence. Have some self-confidence. We have the King of Swords in the upright. Clarity, truth, can be a lawyer or a judge. I have the Empress in the upright. This is a lot of major arcana. We have the 9 of Cups in the upright and the hopes and fears with the Page of Pentacles in the upright. We have the 6 of Cups in the upright. I have the King of Wands in reverse. I have the King of Pentacles in the upright. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Swords in the upright. Okay. 6 of Swords in the upright. The Magician in reverse. This is one area that this is a spread that I designed, so it's very difficult for other readers to understand it. This is an area that kind of gives me a vision into areas as well as shadow influences. Devil in the upright. Tower in the upright. I have the Ace of Swords in reverse with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. What do I got going here? You're running at low ebb. I think the last week or so just really, really took it out of you. However, understand that you're feeling more and more powerful. All the steps that you're taking are the right ones. This is the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. The Knights are, yeah, that is the Knight, right? Yes, it is the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. I beg your pardon. No, it's not. This deck can be a little bit difficult to read, by the way. It's the 4 of Pentacles in the upright. You're kind of standing on stable ground and you really don't understand that you are. You doubt this sometimes. And through no fault of your own, by the way. Through no fault of your own, you have a lot of feelings of a lack of self-worth. It was instilled in you probably when you were a child and probably kind of reinforced by some relationship choices as an adult. But that doesn't have any real bearing on the reality of it. You're actually an exceptionally powerful person. When you set your mind to something, things start happening. You are able to see clearly and concisely you're a good problem solver. You're an excellent problem solver. You're also very loving. So what do your spirit guides need you to know? You are taking risks. You know that you're taking a risk in something. You're afraid it's going to cost you. It's not. There's a lack of balance in the life of someone that you're super attached to, but they've had a change. They've had a change in their own life. It's actually a very positive change. You're also combating a different energy. Someone has tried to manipulate you one too many times and you've started to fight back. Know that you are going to... No, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're very powerful. The only thing you have to worry about is that you do sometimes... The only thing you're really battling is a lack of faith. Your faith in both yourself and other things has been damaged of late. It's just the state of the world. There are some disappointments that have really... Yeah, they've gotten you really down. There were many things you were hoping for, and more than anything, you had been hoping... Yeah, you had been hoping that things would have reached a period of peace in your life. A period of peace in which you would be allowed to heal. You kind of just want to be sturdy, secure, in a stable environment. Things have been disrupted enough. Your focus right now is not on any particular relationship. That makes sense for an abundance anointed candle. You really just, you would consider abundant right now is simply respite, the ability to step back, to not constantly feel so hounded. You have been pursuing something in your, I think, professional life, and it's still getting there. It's still getting there. Understand that it will get there. You're very fatigued in an emotional sense. You're super drained. It looks like this devil in the upright energy, that can be a card of addiction, it can be a card of passion, it can be a card of bad habits, it can be a card of many things. In this instance, somebody, it looks like, finally went a little too far with you, and you've made a change. You've made a change in the way you view them. You've made a change in the way you're approaching things. We have Man. This is the Lenormand, one of the Lenormand decks. It's from the Dreaming Way. I actually really like the images on it. They're very pretty. I have the deck as well. The deck is not quite as super saturated in colors, but I really like this deck. There we go. All right, we have bouquet and tree. The fortune telling cards are a little more straightforward. What else do we have? Do I have anything to tell people? This is going to be another day where I'm like, oh no, I have to go live because my spirit guides won't talk to me. What do we got going? You actually need to start getting talking here. You can relax. You actually have done what you're supposed to, Fox. You're dealing with somebody who is very manipulative. They're very manipulative. And for a long time, you kind of didn't question them. Book. All right. Understand that there is, first of all, man, bouquet, and tree. You have a steady relationship coming to you. It's not here right now. And next week is not the week for it either. I don't know if there's any contact whatsoever. It kind of looks like that's a back-burnered issue. You're not in contact. It's not something you're focusing on or working on. You're working on something that has to do with this conflict with a person who has been trying to, again, take from you. That Fox card is somebody who's being, a little too clever, a little too crafty, someone who's trying to trick you. It's not working. It's not working. And they don't worry, they're going to get theirs. They're going to get theirs. You're fighting in all of the ways that you need to. It's their own fault. Your preference was to heal, have peace. You're very fatigued. You're very fatigued. You're trying so hard, and you have been for so long, and you just want to be able to feel like there isn't a wolf at your door. There we go. I have a woman holding a coin and a man holding a coin. Well, that's a lot of financial stability. That could also essentially be the King and Queen of Pentacles. Double earth signs, maybe. Okay, I have the door to romance. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? This is intriguing. Okay, I'm going to wait for something to drop rather than take that popper. It didn't feel right. Okay, can I get something else? Let's find out. A man holding a heart, the temple path, and envy. Envy is you, well, in a separate energy, there is a lot of happiness coming to you in your personal life. You're very conscious of it not being here yet. There's a healing that needs to take place. This energy's been around for a while. You have a Two of Cups connection. That Two of Cups person has their own work to do, and you've been kind of separate from them, and you're trying to do your own thing and let them do their own thing, and you have something going on. It has to do with, they're doing their work. They're trying to heal. And in the meantime, you barely recognize just how much of the upper hand you have in so many things. You've got some issues with fear. You've got some issues with fear. Work on your root chakra for that. And the reason that you have fear is not because things don't turn out. It's because you feel very isolated in the world. You feel as if you're almost entirely alone. And you're aware that if anything bad happens to you, there's nobody to help you. You will always have you. Please remember that. You're an incredibly powerful ally to have. And you're you're a really robust person too. It's hard to take you down for very long. We have, within the next few months, no need to worry. Well, that's a good card. There will be a restoration of peace in your life. Yes. There's something better. There will be a restoration of peace within your life before the end of the year. You desperately want it. You just desperately want something to be over. And not in a fearful way. In a fearful way, you're just fatigued. You're trying so hard to live in an energy where you focus on that which is good. Understand this Nine of Cups with the Lakshmi oil is actually a really good sign. Do we have anything else? I'll do the Romance Angels. I'm kind of not thinking anything's going to be popping here. Although I said that before and the energy deck was all like, love is headed to you. That envy card can mean that You envy people with a relationship, but one is coming to you. Envy is also, I've said this before, and I will likely say it again. Since I read tarot for a living, nobody has the life you think they do. Nobody does. No matter what the outward appearance is, everybody has their own stuff going on. Trust. The situation is calling in you to have faith. And if you think that somebody's had it easy, then you're likely judging the material standpoint, which is helpful. Don't get me wrong. It is very helpful to not have to worry about money, or to live in a wonderful home, or to have, it is the basis upon which happiness has a tendency to thrive. Let go of control issues and calling in your soulmate, and then trust. The situation is calling on you to have faith. Let's just fling cards around, shall we? You have something coming to you. You have something coming to you. This is currently not your focus. You're focusing on you, and that's where your focus needs to be. Do I have anything? You can be brave. You are brave. You're really hard on yourself sometimes. But you're incredibly courageous. You're very powerful. The reason that you're frightened isn't that you have no real reason to be frightened. You have no real reason to be frightened. This particular figure, you're more powerful than they are. You always have been. The only thing that ever allowed them to injure you in any way, shape, or form was the fact that you loved them. And you don't any longer. You're doing what you need to do. And it's something you've got. Number one, you've got something that you're facing that it's by far not your first choice. By far not your first choice to have to do some of the things that are coming up for you. And that makes it sound really arduous. It's not. You can actually really, really relax. You've taken all the steps that you need to, and you are bringing to you that which you need. Understand that the universe and your guides, your guardians, your ancestors, they haven't abandoned you for even a little tiny bit. This death card, accept that which is dying, and I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. The end of that relationship where there was, it looks like an abuse of your love. Somebody hurt you over and over and over again, and you kind of didn't stop them. And the reason was not that you're weak, but rather that you're incredibly strong. And right now, it looks like that very same person is somebody that you're going to have to kind of face off with. Know that this is not something you need to be concerned about. You are. Have some self-confidence. Have some self-confidence. Let's see if Spooky has anything to add. So next week is just a week of continuing to build towards, there's the Five of Cups in the upright. That can be the, concentrating on the wrong things, I've not realizing what you have left after a period of loss. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright, but it can also be the card of sincere and deep pain. It's mourning. Four of Wands in the upright. Nine of Swords in reverse. Your choices are going to bring you greater stability and will ease your anxieties. Don't worry, things are turning in your favor. In the conflict that has, you're not angry, you're hurt. You're so hurt. Next week, there are a lot of important circumstances surrounding something that you are approaching. You make good progress on it. Your spirit guides will be with you every step of the way. There is something that you keep telling yourself you have to be brave in order to do. You are brave. You are brave. You have anxiety issues, and you think that's the same thing as being a coward. And you're probably one of the most courageous people have ever met, because you keep doing things despite the fact that they're difficult for you. And that's not a weakness. You didn't choose to have what I think might be general anxiety disorder. You didn't choose it. You just have it. And you still do so many things that people without that disorder would be terrified to do. You're courageous. Stop telling yourself that you're not. You're also protected. You're very protected. Next week, there are going to be a couple of instances where you have to call upon your ability to do things even though you're really frightened of them, and you do it. You do it. You are actually a crusader. That's how brave you really, really are. It's just that you have to overcome this anxiety issue within, and you do. You do. You are incredibly strong, and you are going to win. Don't be afraid, and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about having to wage a war in order to bring yourself what you deserve. You will win because you have actual goddesses on your side. All right, group number 1, you have a lot of magical energy around you. You're heading into something that's going to last for a little bit, but it is just a little bit. And understand, you're going to be fine. Abundance is coming to you. You will be victorious. And all of your guides and angels want you to know there aren't a lot of very specific messages for next week. They just really want you to know they are there. They are always with you. And they hate seeing you in pain. And it's almost over. It's almost over. And they even understand why you don't trust them any longer. And it won't stop them from helping. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's over there or down below. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it. If you would like to book me for a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment with all the information on how to contact me. My website has all my prices, and I would love a chance to read for you in real life. That's all we have for you this week. Group number 1, it's time to saddle up and ride. It looks like into a battle, and you are already the victor. You are already the victor just because you're you. Take care. Be well. I will see you next time. Welcome back. If you chose candle number 2, pile number 2, then this is your candle and this is your reading. And hey, I've got a funky one for you. I've got Court Case Justice from Inexplicable Things. And this is about equality, fairness, and justice. You may actually have a court battle. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. The energy that it draws towards you is one of let justice be done. Let justice be done. Like attracts like is one of our energy cards. We have trust. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with a higher source of knowledge. I have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Wow, like attracts like. I have from the shadow influences, the dark mirror, obsession. You have a tendency to fixate on things. And it can serve you well when you're trying to accomplish something. You're very driven, you focus. It can be a detraction in some areas of your life because it invades other areas. You can't turn it off sometimes. I have chopped wood. That is getting things done. With the never-ending story, there is something that continues and needs your attention, and you're able to do it. Think things through. With guilt, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I have the loving man in the upright, and I have playing it safe in the upright. Okay, what is that one about? Playing it safe, being careful, guilt. Release guilt from the past, and you have an ongoing situation that you have been working on. What does it involve? Don't try to break obsessive thought patterns. And there's a bunch of different ways to do that. Some people do well with like a phrase that they can, just kind of blurt out to disrupt a thought pattern. And it can be almost anything that's meaningful to you. It's usually good to have it be an affirmation or a validation of self. So like you can have it be, you've got this, I love you. There are so many things that can kind of, as your mind starts to kind of spin out into that, monkey mind thing, you can combat it. You can combat it. Have some faith in yourself. Think things through carefully and then let them go. You can't, you don't spiral. You don't spiral necessarily, but what happens is you don't stop thinking about something once you find a solution. The Hanged Man, I have the Chariot in the upright. Well, that's good. That's success. That's progress. It can also be, you know, leave taking and moving, and it depends on what it's coming out with. That's 2 major arcana right off the bat. You have the High Priestess in reverse. Something has become clear. There we go. That can also be being very grounded while having very good intuition. Let's keep going here. What else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, one more time. Okay, you guys are coming. Ooh. All right. All right, let's get going here. I have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Sorry. I have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Isolation. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. Yep, you are feeling very independent right now. The Hierophant in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. A lot of clarity surrounding this. 3 of Pentacles in reverse and a lot of leadership abilities. The Devil in reverse. Good. Overcoming bad habits. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. That's 2 2s in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and it comes out with the Ace of Cups in the upright. Let's keep going here. Oh, you have been feeling very financially insecure of late. You are concerned with a matter that, like, you're trying really hard to keep a balanced view of things, playing it safe. Don't play it so safe that you cheat yourself out of something, by the way. Your never-ending story. Okay, let's go. All right, I have the Moon in reverse. I have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Gosh, over and over again, and it depends on the reader, but I happen to see that particular energy as being about needing to relax. With the Strength card in the upright, that's basically an 8 and an 8. That's great. That is achieving, one of the things that can mean is achieving energetic balance in a particular area. 9 of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Whoa, your frustration level has been through the roof. You may have been very emotional of late. 10 of Cups in the upright. Go ahead and take you guys. There we go. Okay. With the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups in the upright. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords in the upright. And then the Knight of Swords in the upright. Well, things are going to start happening for you. And it is going to be taken off pretty... You have a good approach to things. You have a good approach to things. And trust is right there. What do we got going here? What have we got going here? Is there anything happening? Everything in your life is increasing in a good way. In a good way. You've lost sight of that. You've lost sight of that recently. You've been feeling very isolated and alone, and you feel like you can't make any progress. You feel blocked at every turn. You're not. You're not. All that happened was the timing needed to be right for something. It really, you were really, really, really depressed at one point. I mean, this has the energy of like crying and crying and crying and crying. You were really energetically out of balance, but you're fighting hard to get your happiness back. 10 of Cups in the upright, Page of Cups in the upright, Ace of Cups in the upright. And we do have that 2 of Cups energy in reverse. I think that is something that is still in your life. Progress is being made in another area. It's not something you're going to be hearing about, by the way. It's not something that you're included on. Just understand that there is kind of this background issue for you in a personal relationship, and it is your time to be focusing on something within your own life. There is, you're restoring your own peace, basically. You have been fighting for something, and you are winning. The energy around this is one of make sure to put in the appropriate amounts of effort, because what happens with you is that you set your mind on something and then you will work on it until you drop. Almost literally. You will just, you don't have a good sense of proportionate response sometimes. When you decide something is going to happen, you put everything, every ounce of concentration into making it happening. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. We have the root chakra, Michael. We have the the heart chakra and the angel of love. Well, I was not expecting that. Okay. You don't need to be afraid. This is exclusively about this person. Okay. Your person is healing something, and they'll be back in your life very, very soon. They're a very important person to you. You have a deep, 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 deep love for them. But this coming week really doesn't involve them very much. There is something that you are making progress on. There's a lot of leadership ability. Your guides want you to know that you are really supported. You are really supported. Don't ever feel like you're going it alone. And you've had to be, but you're really strong. You're really strong. And like, people even suspect it, but they don't know the half of it. You are amazingly strong. You've been fighting with some internal issues. Your spirit guides want you to know that it's okay. It's not a permanent state of being. You just recently, this like just frustration and crying energy that's coming off of this. Nobody's blaming you. No one would ever blame you. Poverty. That is that consciousness of lack type of energy. Main male, mature woman. You've just been feeling bereft. There was a feeling of isolation around you so complete that you felt like an island. You just feel like an island, but you're not. You have fellow travelers, like attract likes, you have friends. You have friends. You may not be calling upon them in all of the ways that you should. You hate to be an imposition on anybody. You hate to be an imposition. Privileged lady and unexpected income. Okay. Group number 2. The equitable outcome that you are seeking is simply that you're putting in all the effort that you can to bring a situation that was hurtful to you to an end. You are strong enough to do it. For any job seekers among us, I don't have great energy around finding a job next week. What I do have is this 9 of Pentacles, which is an increase. Something is coming to you. Something substantial is coming to you. I have that unexpected income as well. It could be a gift. It could be money you didn't know that you had. It could not involve money at all and simply be a boost in confidence. But there is this energy of increase, this energy of self-belief. There is this energy of support as well. You are facing something in a very direct manner. You are not, and you're not actually in the least prone to shirking things. You never have been. If anything, you're exceptionally responsible. But you really have been dealing with a loss of almost everything. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. It's that does not mean that it's permanent, by the way. Can I get some more, please? Okay. You deserve love. You are lovable. It's always important to remember. Can I get some more, please? This group is not really, it's not a focus on a relationship. There we go. Can I get some more, please? The Chariot is, I love that energy for simply driving ahead, it is a card of triumph and victory as well sometimes. It is a major arcana card. Can I get one more, please? I'm going to put it down, cut if you don't spit it out. There we go. One more time. All right, we're going to do this one more time. And heart-to-heart conversations worth waiting for in codependency. Okay. So, group number 2. You have been codependent in the past, and you're trying to heal, but you mostly have, is the thing. You mostly have. Playing it safe, the loving man. This is not really the time for a relationship for you. There is somebody who is very meaningful to you, but you're okay. You're okay, and you're like in the energy of like, I'm okay. Now, if you are in a relationship, that does not mean you should like heave your partner overboard. What it does mean is that this is simply kind of not the time to focus on your relationship with anything other than your responsibilities, your security, and making something happen in a physical sense. There's effort to be put in on like finding a job, but next week is not the week where it starts to come together. It's just that you start to understand there's something better. You start to understand that you are going to be able to make happen whatever it is you determine you will. Your lack of belief in yourself at different points holds you back sometimes. It holds you back from doing things. Other people tell you how amazing you can be too, and you often just don't believe them. All right, here we go. Take action. Meditation brings answers, and then a year from now, the thing that you're hoping for will happen within a year. That's what that particular card means. It doesn't mean a solid year from now you will have the thing that you're hoping for. It's just sometime within a good year window. It can be 14 months, but you are not... You may have, this may be the group where you have a person who has to heal from codependency before they can be in a relationship with you. That's been an energy that kind of haunts my collective as well. But next week is it's just not the time. You are not playing it safe any longer. You're not. You're trying to take a risk, and you're concerned about it. Understand that your success is guaranteed. Your success is guaranteed by your team. Something happened in your past that you take too much responsibility for. Your efforts are going to put an end to a cycle. Your person, you have a person. You have a person. This is not going to hold true for everybody because it's a general reading. You have a person. Right now, make sure that you're concentrating on your person, you. Because you have something that you can solve, essentially, with the right application of effort, and it will take away this misery. There's been, you're not exaggerating it. You're not exaggerating it. This has been a very difficult time for you, and you haven't had much of anybody. You haven't had much of anybody. It's not because you're not lovable. You're actually exceptionally lovable. You don't let people love you. You don't let people in. That's that Four of Pentacles energy. In reverse, it means you're finally dropping your guard and letting other people help you and support you. And you feel weird about it. It makes you feel guilty. And try not to let it. Nobody is like cringing when they see your name pop up on a text. No one is like, oh God, I'm avoiding that person's call because they don't want anything to do with you. If anything, it's kind of the opposite. It's kind of the opposite. There are a lot of people who are, because you're an empath, you do and do and do for other people. They're relieved in most instances to have an ability to do something for you in return. You have such trouble receiving because at some level you really don't think you're worthy. I have a feeling this is our twin flame group. And every part of a collective. So there's the collective, and then there are like kind of subsets. And I attract people who are empaths. I have a tendency to attract twin flames who are in separation. And I have this predominant and reoccurring energy around a particularly potent twin flame connection, that there's a lot of healing to be done. There's a lot of healing to be done, and you're the person who's done the bulk of it already, and your person is taking a while to catch up. That's not your focus right now, and it shouldn't be. Focus on the things that you're trying to do. Moon, magical powers as well. This is a Lenormand fortune-telling deck. It's a little more simplistic than the tarot, but I like it because it can refine things a little bit. Can I get some more, please? Okay. Sun. Ooh, the moon and the sun. After a period of darkness, things are looking up for you. Can I get some more, please? Okay. Ooh, heart. Sun, moon, heart. House. You are moving into a far more stable energy. And then clover, and you're very lucky. So group number 2, here's the facts of the matter with our court justice case. Listen, there's no point in telling you not to sweat this. You will sweat this. You're a sweater. You're somebody who you'll mull it over in your mind over and over and over again. And that's okay. That's okay. You're actually incredibly gifted at problem solving, specifically because you can think about something from about 50 different angles. You are amazing at your ability to consider things from a macro view. Allow your friends to help you. Allow yourself to drop your guard and let people know that you've been in a lot of pain. They don't know. They don't know. You haven't told people. You should let people in. They really, really care about you. Okay, so group number 2, that was a strange finish for me. Group number 2, if you like this reading, don't forget to hit the subscription button. It's over there or down below. If you like this reading, hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment with all the information on how to contact me, and my website has all my prices. I'd love a chance to read for you in real life. You're kind of like getting ready to do something that is very difficult for you. Understand, you're never, ever, ever alone. You feel super alone, and in the 3D you have been. But you are surrounded and protected, and something happened, I think, in a manner that it hurt you so much because you felt very abandoned by your spirit guides. And they've been trying to get in contact with you to make you understand it happened in the time frame it was supposed to. It is divine timing. It is divine timing. Wait and see. Wait and see. You will be amazed. Okay. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you next time. Take care. Be well. Welcome back. If you chose candle number 3, pile number 3, then this is your candle and this is your reading. And hey, your candle was anointed with knotweed root. And this is for domination and control, and to get control over a situation. This is a victorious type of energy. I put it on there to help people feel a little bit more powerful. We have, you are here for a reason. We have expression. Express your true self. The world needs you. Whoa. We have journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. I have from the dark mirror. This is shadow influences. Some things that we need to heal today for tomorrow. Okay. Between worlds. Clean it up. Seek hidden treasure. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. I have the honoring path. I have discovery. And for some reason, I've got a card in my hand. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. You are here for a reason. Seek hidden treasures. That limbo energy is a little bit between worlds and clean it up. Today for tomorrow. It is a limbo energy for next week. There is what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. It feels like you have the sword of Damocles over your head. You don't. You don't. Things finally started happening after a period of like nothing happening. And it happened in a way that was, it wasn't, it was a little rough. It looks like it was a little rough. Yeah, let's get going. And you're scared. Let's see, the Chariot in reverse. Okay, here we go. I have the Queen of Cups in the upright. That's being loved and protected and cared for. 8 of Cups in the upright. I have the Hanged Man in reverse. No, is that in the upright? No, it's in reverse. I have the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. That's the current state. That's okay. That's a temporary energy. Hidden treasure. Hidden treasure. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's keep going here. Okay. I have the Emperor in the upright. It's a card for Aries. Can also be the card of personal power. Let's go with you. Oh, you want to? There we go. Okie dokie. I have the Knight of Cups in the upright. I have the Magician in the upright. The Star in the upright. 6 of Pentacles in the upright. King of Pentacles in the upright. 6 of Wands in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Boy, that card's hit this place 3 times, I think. Judgment in the upright. Lots of major arcana. The Sun in the upright. I have the 4 of Cups in the upright. That can be that kind of discontented energy, but something new is coming in. Believe in magic. Believe in magic. Okay. Group number... Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Fool in the upright. Ace of Wands in the upright. New beginnings. And there's there's very good energy around this. Group number 3, if there really is somebody that you need to triumph over, 7 of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm going to take you then. I have the 7 of Wands in reverse, and I have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. One more. And the King of Cups in reverse as well. Okay. Well, that's slightly different. Okay, so the person who... somebody did take advantage of you. Somebody took advantage of you. They may have abandoned you, or you felt very abandoned. You were being set on a path. You weren't, none of the things that occurred to you in the past were to put you on that path, the honoring path. Nothing that happened to you was about trying to train or prepare you. You came here for a reason. You're a starseed in almost all likelihood. You were activated, I think. You were activated maybe probably more than a year ago, a little more than a year ago. And you started to notice a great increase in some abilities. It wasn't your imagination. You are a starseed. Marriage. It could be a divorce situation. Someone may have taken kind of hidden treasure. Journey. That 6 of Wands in reverse energy is often just a delayed one. God, it was falling. Change. Coffin. Coffin is simply the end of something. Can be something that's buried as well. Get a little bit more. Great fortune. Seek hidden treasure and great fortune. Okay. So, and it starts out with marriage. I don't have a lot of dissolution energy around here, but I do have a lot of security returning to you after a period of just disruption and sadness. And understand that everything that you've done already, you're doing everything that you're meant to. And the today for tomorrow energy is, understand this is a strange week coming up. I'm not sure entirely why there isn't a bunch of like specific details around this will happen on Thursday, that'll be Friday. I don't have that. What I have is that you are apprehensive about something that is upcoming for you. And you're concerned because you have a potential, I can't tell if it's a narcissist or a sociopath, from your past, who you've been trying to deal with. And you're wondering if everything's going to work out for you. It is. Like, there's no doubt here. Judgment and then the sun. This is the start of a new karmic cycle. It will be, things are going to become clear within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. You're, hang in there, hang in there. You're very concerned that there is a person in your life who is trying to take away your power. Good luck to them. It's not going to happen. They are going to be hurting for certain. They would do well to surrender now. I don't know if they will. They actually are afraid of you. They don't admit that they are afraid of you. And it's because they know that if you ever become angry with them, Healer of the Ages, the third chakra, Archangel Shemuel, they're afraid that someday you will become angry with them. Cornucopia, you have so much increase coming to you. You're very powerful. You're really powerful. You don't believe it enough. You just don't believe in your own power enough. You doubt yourself. You second guess. Clean it up. You have the power in this situation to make everything right. The thinking woman. Okay, one more. Get one more, please. Okay, one more. That can be, that's analysis, that's thinking things through clearly. It can be, it's often the Queen of Swords type of energy. Knight of Cups in the upright though, you're trying to be as positive as possible. You have a few dreams about the future, but you're very apprehensive. A woman holding a coin. Your stability is returning. It was only ever a perception of yours that you weren't stable. You are going to start finding out all of the ways in which you really are. So I'm troubled though, because this, every now and then this will happen. This really reflects the energy of what I anointed it for. I'll pull a romance angel as I'm talking, even though I don't think that is not the focus here. Oddly enough, like the first two piles, kind of not a big romance week. It is a week where codependency, engagement, you deserve love, heart-to-heart conversations, engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I probably should just start calling myself the Codependent Collective, because I do have a tendency, and it's probably because I had to heal from codependency. I was in a 20-year incredibly unhealthy relationship that I chose to leave. And it was not actually easy, and it was actually very traumatic to do so. But I did do it, and didn't die. So that's part of the reason that I have a tendency to attract people who are a little prone to codependency. And please remember, it is not an insult. It is something that forms usually from childhood trauma, in which you were not safe. And people have a tendency to, you weren't emotionally safe, sometimes you weren't physically safe, sometimes you were abused. There's a lot of reasons for codependency. It is a form of addiction, but it is dependency versus true addiction. You can still have a relationship with somebody you've had a codependency dynamic with, where like you feel like you need them, need-based love. You can still love that person. You do need to heal the codependency. So that's part of the reason that I think I attract people who are trying to heal that particular past damage, which is in no way your fault. People don't like the word codependency because they feel like it's an accusation. It's not. It is something that contains information that if you can hear it without judgment of self, it is the clue to the key to your personal freedom. If you can confront your own codependency, you can heal yourself, you can free yourself. You can, domination energy, you can win. You can win. And you can still have love. That is the thing that seems to really, really, really frighten people who are in codependent dynamics, is that they hear it and all they hear is, I won't be able to love people at the level that I do. A little bit that's true, but it's not. You will still love people every single bit as much as you ever have. You just don't love them to exclusion of yourself any longer. And that's the real problems with empaths and codependency, is that it sets people up for attracting people who will take and take and take and take and take. And it also sets them up to be taken advantage of by predators, because they have a tendency, I have a tendency as well, to view people I have loved with a very, willing to give them the benefit of the doubt until such time as, somebody could practically be hitting me in the head with a baseball bat and I'd just be putting it down to maybe his blood sugar's low. Like, sincerely, that's how bad it could be sometimes in my past. You can heal from it. It is not permanent, and it is not a character flaw, but it is something to overcome so that you will love people at exactly the same level. It just won't hurt you any longer. It won't be a source of pain when your person is out of sorts, or they have a bad day, or you need to have an argument about something. You won't be terrified that you're being left. You will know that you still have you. It's a very, very important thing to know. It will make you more secure to try and heal from codependency issues, not less. It is important to be happy by yourself. It is. It's important to understand that you can be happy by yourself. Don't stop. But that's not the same thing as being condemned to solitude. All you're being asked by your guides and your angels is to look at your relationships. That's all. Are you scared a lot? Does your mood, your emotional well-being, is it at the whim and the mercy of somebody else? If it is, then that's a sign of codependency. If you are unable to make a decision until you consult a partner, that's a sign of codependency. If you think you need another person to protect you, you can protect you. You can. You're very capable. Trust. Don't stop trusting. That's what comes from healing codependency, is a loss of the vision of yourself as needing another person. And that is not the same thing as saying, you'll just be single. Oh, that's not what it means. It means that when you're with another person, and you're very loving, you're super duper loving, you're very likely to just constantly have a person. You can have a person whenever you want. But when you're with another person, you don't lose yourself any longer when you've healed from codependency. And it is not an insult to say that. And it's not weakness on your part either. Just like people have to learn new dynamics. Most of us did not grow up in healthy households. Most of us grew up with, fallible parents who, in some instances, were really, really trying, and in some instances, really, really weren't and probably shouldn't have had kids. And we learn things. We learn things from our environment that we then have to unlearn. But we can do that. You can heal this. All it is application of thought and effort. Look for a sign. And then I'm going to take one more. Get more information. A year from now again. So, how long does it take to heal from codependency? How long do you, if you've been in a toxic relationship, how long do you need to be by yourself? You will know. For most people, it's about a year. It works almost the same way as addiction does. For most people, it's about a year, at which point you're like, hey, I'm fine by myself. And in fact, that's one of the ways that I know I'm okay now. I'm fine by myself. I don't personally date. It doesn't mean like I'll never ever date. I have no idea. I have no desire to date right now. It's because I'm happy by myself. And that is not something that like codependent people can really feel. It's better to have the person you really want than just have a person. And so for my mindset, I'm waiting for the person I really want. And if they never get here, then, maybe I'll have companionship at different points in my life, but I'm okay. I'm okay. And it feels really, really good. It only sounds scary when you're still codependent. Afterwards, it's so empowering. You're really overcoming something. The thing that you need to dominate is some things from the past that have held you back. You have so much love and you have so much drive, and you are going to be free if you decide to set yourself free. There's a lot of healing energy around this particular group. And what's going on next week, kind of like it's a dead zone in terms of like, hey, I felt a lot of happenings, didn't feel much of anything happening. But there are a lot of opportunities to move in a new energy, to embrace it, to clean it up, to do the work, to make yourself be as powerful as you can be. And that's all that happens when you heal codependency. And loving people does not feel any different. It feels safer. It feels safer. Because you don't think anything bad's going to happen to you from loving somebody. You just love them. And you're safe because you keep you safe. So group number 3, I'm sorry that turned into a codependency lecture, but there's been a lot of energy around this particular week. It looks like a building week, but it also looks like a week in which we confront some things and triumph. So you can do it, you can overcome. If this doesn't describe you, by the way, it's not your pile. Like I keep getting comments sometimes like, oh, it didn't resonate with me. Okay, then it wasn't your pile. You can either pick another pile or you can look at another reading, and like sincerely, there's a lot of readers out there. There are wonderful readers out there. And if I'm not the reader for you, that's okay. I hope I am. I love having this community. I love having this access and I love having these discussions. But again, if I'm not for you, that's okay. So, group number 3, understand that you are for you. You're associating healing with being deprived of something. And that's not what it is. It's being given back your personal power, which is substantial. It is why when you love at such a deep, deep level that it kind of imperils you. And all that healing does is it takes away the peril, but the depth of the love still remains. It's just you won't sacrifice yourself to it any longer. And that's all healing from codependency is. Learning how to maintain self while loving another person. So, if you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. There's a button over there down below. If you drop a comment in the comment section down below, I will automatically enter you in my free reading giveaway. I think I'm going to pull the name at the very end of this, and then, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm going to post it, I think, in the community section, who won this month. That way it'll be a little bit easier to identify. So group number 3, you are being asked to understand something about yourself and about your relationship dynamics. And you're being asked to make sure that you've healed. Make sure that you've healed. The universe is waiting for you to heal. part of your guardianship around you is saying, hey, we're holding things back from you. If you feel really blocked, you are, but it's not a punishment. It is assistance. And the way you're viewing healing, it's a little misguided. It's a little misguided. Yeah, it can feel bad while it's going on, but then it feels awesome when you've got it accomplished. So take care, be well, and if you would like to book me for a private reading, there is going to be an insert in a moment that contains all the information. My website has all my prices. I would love a chance to read for you in real life. And remember, being told that you are codependent is not an insult. It is a direction to look in, to heal, to live your best life. And you can do it. Take care, be well. I'll see you next time. Welcome back. If you chose candle number 4, pile number 4, then this is your candle and this is your reading. Hey, pro tip on any kind of conjure oil you get from the smaller magic shops, wrap it in tape, in Scotch tape, as soon as you get it. It's really the only way to keep the label safe. Anyway, this is New Love. It is from Conjured Cardia. I am not affiliated. I just love the products. It smells heavily of pomegranate and I believe cherry, and those are both wonderful herbs for love magic. And why did I decide to put New Love in there? Because why not? If you are in an existing relationship, that can just mean new beginnings. All right, trust your intuition. Boy, there's been a lot on that. Calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. We have solitude and silence, peace prevails. From our Dark Mirror Shadow Influence deck, Gilded Regret. We have peace. Yes, lots of peace. Thinker. Gonna be contemplative. Make no judgments. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I have stuck energy, and I have angels of the 4 directions. Oh, is this gonna be a big wet raspberry on my new love group? You are trying to clear some energetic blockages around your particular love life energy, apparently. Make no judgments. Make no judgments. That's very important. You really, it's not just about, hey, it's not my place. It's that quite frequently you don't know what somebody else's reality is like. You just don't. And let's get these guys out of here. I have Temperance. I have the Queen of Cups. I've got guys in the upright here. I've got somebody else. I think I saw somebody else. Oh, maybe I didn't. Did you flip back? Let me talk to the deck like it can talk back to me. Yep, nobody else in the upright. So I have Temperance in the upright, patience, healing. Queen of Cups, that is that loving energy as well. Okay, let's see what we've got. King of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse where we want it. 10 of Wands in reverse. Well, things are looking good. Page of Cups in the upright. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. That's the healing of the heart chakra. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse. Healing all over the place. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Wands in the upright. Can I get some more here? Currently, I bet you've been spending a lot of time by yourself. Now, a lot of people have because, quarantine. Ace of Wands in the reverse. It's been a little frustrating. Knight of Pentacles in the upright. You've been taking the time to do some internal work. You're starting to wonder if, okay, what do we got? I have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You are frustrated with the Queen of Swords in the upright, King of Pentacles in the upright. Can I get a little bit more, please? This is the Golden Wheel Tarot. I really do dig it. Coming. 3 of Cups in the upright, 2 of Swords in the upright. There are choices to be made, and your friends are able to help you. That's important. It has to do with your stability. Try and keep a cool head. 9 of Swords in the upright. But that's going to be challenging because you have some anxiety issues. Okay. 9 of Wands in the upright. Really? 9 of Swords in the upright, 9 of Wands in the upright, 6 of Swords in the upright, and then I have the 7 of Wands in reverse. You are learning the ways to kind of try and calm yourself down. You've been seeking peace quite a bit. And you're this new love group, you are wondering, is it time? Is it time to start getting out there? You don't need to get out there. Something's coming to you. It is not coming this week. It's not coming this week. No, it's not. But you're not... One of the things that the Nine of Pentacles can mean is that you're like a person who has been single for a while who's going to be paired up again. Try to enjoy this time. Try to enjoy this time. You're not. You spend a lot of time wishing it was over. There are so many things that are beautiful around you. There are so many things that are wonderful even in a turbulent world. You try super hard. You try so hard to make sure that you focus in the right ways, to find the right energies. You want expansion in your personal life. You want more love in your life. You want more love in your life. More love is almost yours. More love is almost yours, but it's... Right now is a time for you to kind of try and love yourself and know that it's changing very soon. Within the month of September. You're not... It's essentially over. It's essentially over. All but the shouting about it. It's here's the thing, you're not going to jump right into a relationship right away. But you are going to have more indications that you're not going to be permanent angel of love and the thinking man. Okay, can I get 2 more? You're in love with somebody. You're in love with somebody already. And it hasn't worked out yet. It hasn't worked out yet. And part of what you're starting to contemplate is it time for me to move on? Is it time for me to let go? Is this just a fantasy? Because you're alone. And your person who they're fortunate. They're just so fortunate to have somebody like you. Do they know it? Kind of. And that's actually why they're trying to heal a bunch of things. But they're not with you right now. And you really have come to the point of maybe it's time for me to let go. And we have rest and rejuvenation with the garden and the gate, strategy, and then a woman holding a heart. You're not going to be able to let go. You can date if you want to. You can date if you want to. Your person's got a thing. They have to take care of it. They have to take care of it. They're not trying to make you feel this unloved. Your solitude is just getting to you. I have official person. Your solitude is getting to you, and you're just kind of wondering, is it time to do something about that? If you want to, you can. All you're going to do is reinforce oh no, I don't just want love, I want this person. I love this person. And main male. There we go. Can I keep going, please? You can entertain yourself if you want to. Like, you have options. You have options. Probably more than you know about. Mature woman. It's not happening super quickly. It's not happening super quickly. They have a big list of things that they need to, stuck energy, that they need to address. And what the cards are advising is hang out with your friends a little bit more. Even if we can't get together because of COVID, talk on the phone. Like, sit around, talk on the phone, watch a movie together. You can do that. Like, you don't need to be physically present with somebody to have somebody in your life. But what you're wondering is courtship. What you're wondering is it time to just let go and find somebody new entirely? Marriage. It won't work. I mean, you can do it. You can do it. But I don't. 10 of Wands in reverse. Don't complicate an already complicated situation is kind of the energy that's coming off of this. Your desire to find somebody else is not... Okay, I actually had a client breakthrough, so I got distracted for a little bit there because I had to go and help someone with something. But we were continuing. You have a desire to find someone else, and it is because, it's not because you want somebody else, it's because you are worried that something that is very important to you simply will not happen. That is not the energy that surrounds this, but you're being told to kind of enjoy the space you're inhabiting. Try to enjoy the space that you're inhabiting. It is a complicated situation, and you can date if you want to. Here's the thing. You will not fall in love with somebody else. You will not fall in love with somebody else. You're in love with someone, and you're going to remain in love with someone. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. What do we got here? You deserve love. Heart-to-heart conversations, engagement. Separation is kind of what's going on here. Why don't you wait until such time as your feelings about your person are a little clearer? You are trying to embody the energy of, well, I doubt I ever really will ever get over this person. They are in my soul. But it's okay if I just kind of continue. And I will go find somebody else and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Here's the thing. Your person loves you back. They cannot be with you right now. And there are good reasons for that. But that love doesn't go anywhere. And you can date if you want to. But your person's coming back to you. And you will leave that person flat. You will leave that person flat for your real person. It's normally, like, if things weren't going to work out, it'd be like, okay, yeah, you know what, move on. And not all loves are equal. It's okay to have one where, you know, you're the person who's loved more or something. It's okay to not always have the highest level of emotional investment. It's okay to date and to entertain yourself. You are very likely to find somebody to fall in love with you, is the thing. And this Gilded Regret card, I was wondering what the heck that was about. We can't use another person to heal. It's that simple. We can set up circumstances, but like you would only be able to, they're coming back soon. They're coming back soon. And you're going to have a lot of information. And you'll leave a person flat who you're going to accidentally break their heart. That's what this energy is. No. Just no, the card says. Listen, try, like, you're not going to be blocked. If you want to get out there and you're like, I don't care what you say, tarot card reader. I want to date. I'm sick of sitting here by myself. I don't like it any longer. I deserve companionship. My God, I just want somebody to give me a hug. First of all, you would have lots of people in the volunteering category. the thing is that all you're going to be doing is secretly comparing them to the person you do love. And if they were never showing up, then that would be fine. You could date for a while. You eventually be like, okay, well, I've put that in the proper perspective, and I know what is happening and what isn't happening, and I need to move on. You don't need to move on. You need to be patient. You need to be patient, and you don't like it. Like, you actively kind of get angry at hearing the word patience. Please understand. Listen to your intuition, opportunity. One more time. Try to understand that this is not, the divine didn't orchestrate this. You're not, the whole divine timing thing, this is not what's happening. What's happening is you're very much in love with somebody who loves you right back, and right now you cannot be together because there are a bunch of circumstances in that person's life where they cannot be with you. They want to with every fiber of their being, but they can't, and they know it, and they hold back from you because they would rather pluck out their own eyeballs than break your heart again. They're aware that they broke your heart, and they feel horrendous about it. But they are trying very hard to heal so that they can be with you. Remain positive. Opportunity to remain positive. They can't right now. They just can't. So the new love group, you're wondering if it's time to kind of get out there. Get out there if you must, but understand that you are complicating your situation. And if you just are like, I just want somebody to pay for a meal, give me some flowers, and tell me I'm pretty, okay, that's okay. But remember, the person who's doing that might develop really strong feelings for you. You've gotten into this energy where you kind of don't believe that the people who date are sincere enough for that to be a possibility. And there's a lot of very sincere people in this world. There's a lot of very sincere people in this world who are just looking for their own person. And your person has a thing to do. And they love the living heck out of you, but they're healing. They're healing. And kind of this is on them as well, sincerely, because they have not told you what is up. They have not told you what is up. So for all you know, they don't give a darn. They care so much that they're not changing for you. But knowing how much they loved you is the thing that made them start focusing on why they need to change for themselves. Having you love them made them realize that there's a lot of life left for them in a way that they never thought of. You're hope. You're the hope in their dark night. You're the star in their sky. They love you. And they haven't told you because this is exactly what's going on. You sit around and you wait and you wait and you wait, and they're afraid they're going to fail. They're afraid they're going to fail. And they know that they broke your heart already. And they would, again, they don't want to do that to you. They don't want to do that to you. But they love you. They love you. Try to find a happy balance in your life. If it includes dating, okay. Everybody wants companionship. Be careful. Be careful. What I keep getting is someone, you've already got somebody in love with you, and you don't know it, but they're really in love with you. And the second that you're able to start dating, that is one of the people who comes towards you, and they are so in love with you already you'll crush them. Sorry, another break your collar. You're not responsible for another person's feelings, but you'll end up feeling very responsible because you'll empathize so much. You're an empath. You're an empath. And it will cast a shadow over an otherwise, because your person's not going to fail. Your person's not going to fail. They're going to succeed. They have angelic squads trying to help them, essentially. They're going to get there. I wish it was quicker for everybody involved. You're going to know more. Like, I think they're starting to understand, I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake, and all I'm doing is hurting this person more because I've accidentally convinced them I don't care. They care so, so much, and they are trying to keep you from being hurt more. They are realizing the error of that particular analysis, and they're going to start talking to you again. They're so afraid that you're going to sit on a shelf and wait for them, and that they're never going to be able to heal the things that they need to. It appears to be addiction. It appears to be addiction, and I've had this in this group before as well. If you need to start moving on, that's okay, but that's what you would be doing, and they're coming back to you because they are going to heal. And if they don't, what they need to do is speak their truth to you and just kind of vibe that at them. Just vibe that at them. They've made a mistake. They've made an error in their calculations, and they think what they're doing is kindest, and they don't understand how much and how many people they are putting in emotional risk in their attempt to not injure you again. But when they think of their future and having somebody beside them, you're the only person. They're not going to, if you make the mistake of dating somebody and like it's passable love and you like kind of get all committed and blah, 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 blah. If you remain with that person, your person is not going to find somebody else. They had already decided that what their life was going to look like. And they were okay with the concept of, I will never have a great love. But now they know they have one. And they would just kind of sit with that for the rest of their life. But you do deserve more. You deserve more. That's kind of what is making your determination and your decision right now, is you know you don't deserve to be hanging out like, withering on a vine. Your person's going to tell you soon. Just kind of try to energetically connect with them and let them know you're okay with waiting. Because you know what? You actually are if you're waiting for them. They've forgotten to tell you the part where they're doing things to try and be essentially worthy of being in your life, but they're doing them. They're doing them. And they hope every single day that you will be there when they're done. And if they're smart, and I think they are, they're going to start to understand they need to say something before this is compounded, because you are, like, you're not without choices, and they know it. And it's part of the reason they haven't spoken. You have choices. You have people who would want you in a heartbeat. But you won't want them back. Not really. And you won't feel good about it when you have to hurt somebody, because you're very empathetic and you're going to know just how hurtful that it will feel. And again, it'll cast a shadow. So if you're able to do it, group number 4, I'm super sorry. And there were so many interruptions here. I'm super sorry. Please be patient. The new love that is coming to you is your healed person. Your person is healing, and they need to speak the heck up. They do need to speak the heck up, but they're healing. And they don't understand that the difference is, if you knew that they really loved you that much, you would be in their same space where it's like, I'm okay being by myself then. But you've got yourself convinced that maybe they don't love you. and they love you so, so much. They've, like I said, there's been an error in judgment on their part. They're going to correct it soon. All right, group number 4. That was all over the map on the new love thing, and I, again, apologize. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Try to be patient. Try to understand that you have an epic love. You have an epic love. An epic love. You like things to happen too quickly. It's a problem you've had. Try to inhabit peace and solitude. And like sincerely, just like energetically shove your person saying, hey, if you want me, you need to say something because you're making me feel so unwanted. I'm going to go to somebody else just to feel wanted. They don't want that. They don't want that. So kind of think it at them, vibe it at them, and you'll get word soon. Take care. Be well. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, my end credits contain all the information on how to do that. And I would love a chance to read for you in real life. Group number 4, you're so close to affirmation and validation. Keep believing, even though you've been disappointed. Just keep believing this a little bit longer. You have somebody who loves you so much, they'd remake their entire world for you. And it's not for you. It really is for themselves. But you're the reason that they looked at their world and realized it was lacking something. Take care. Be well. I will see you next time.